If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Terence Bud Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis got into a heated argument on live television. This is not trash talk on social media. This isn't another predicament that won't occur unless they enter the ring. This was a fireworks display with cameras rolling. It was raw. It was real. And it radically altered the boxing narrative. Today, we'll discuss what triggered the meltdown, who is standing tall when the smoke clears, and why everyone is now pushing for a fight that should never have happened but is perhaps too tempting to pass up. Tank versus Crawford. These two names originate from different worlds. One dominates lightweight, while the other is unchallenged in all classifications. They have never shared a ring, which is by design. However, months of hearsay and passive-aggressive comments led up to this shocking altercation.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person, let's say you don't like me. You don't know me, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. If everybody including Will, win. Fuck.
Tank, question for you. You're a proud father.
Tank has been thinking about leveling up to 147 and defeating everyone in his path. He's played along by making sneaky films and boasting he can knock out a southpaw with a single punch.
How does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147? I tapped that trend. You know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he ain't got no chance.
I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
You got round 6.
Meanwhile, Crawford has remained composed during the turmoil, reminding everyone that Tank has not played opponents of the same quality. Even during that unquestioned year out, the tension between them was palpable. However, when that moment happened live, filter, and televised, it sparked a spark.
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
On the set of a well-known boxing panel, the discussion turned to pound-for-pound rankings. That was the cue. Crawford, cool and unyielding, heard Tank's name, and the silent tension turned aggressive. Tank tried to be brave, but Crawford pushed back hard, smarter, sharper, and fearless. Then everything became physical. Crawford snapped, stepped in, and offered a push. But it did not end there. Tank tried to respond with a punch. Security jumped between them. The panel devolved into chaos, allowing fans to watch one of the most thrilling moments in recent boxing broadcasts. Everyone in the boxing world reconnected and asked one important question. So, now what? Don't forget who won the rhetorical duel between Tank and Bud. Terence Crawford. And it all boils down to tanking versus Roach. Gervonta Davis' loss to Lamont Roach was more than just a blemish on his record. The loss had a significant impact on the boxing community.
In there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
The moment that sealed it in the 9th round came when Roach caught Tank sliding, sent him tumbling with a precise combo, and had the entire arena on their feet.
Barely took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around there and love you again. You know what I mean?
It should have been called a knockdown. Roach landed flush, and Tank's glove clearly hit the canvas, but the referee let it slip. Nonetheless, it was obvious to anyone watching. Roach was putting in more effort, making better shots, and showing a greater drive for success. You are victorious. Terence Crawford wasted no time rubbing salt in the wound, going on live television and declaring the knockdown was accurate. Roach was robbed, and Tank was exposed. He made repeated jabs at Tank, labeling him overhyped and under-delivering. The saddest thing is that Tank is unable to clap back. The boxing world observed what happened and will not protect him. They're calling him out.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, but you gotta go to the gym and, get back to the drawing board and, train a little harder.
His reputation has just suffered one of the most serious blows of his career. But this could explain why a battle with Bud is no longer just height. It is a necessity. If Tank wants to redeem himself, make a serious statement, and silence everyone, he only has one choice: go toe-to-toe with the 4 pounds monarch to prove he still belongs at the top. When things become strategic, Crawford did not finish the fight, but he also did not start it. Why? Instead, he challenged Tank to defeat Keyshawn Davis first. And let's be honest, Keyshawn is no tune-up. He poses a serious threat to everyone in the division.
Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there, isn't it?
Ooh. No, I thought he was.
Ooh, there we go right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a young guy.
Nice combination.
He's quick.
Good. Yeah. Ooh.
It's a harder puncher.
And
Floyd Mayweather is backing a legitimate murderer here. Trained with a clear goal, a man eager to make his own statement.
Now I got the chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He been calling me now, he been texting me now. His whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym. He closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd, like he coaching us. Like now it's like, damn, Shakur, Terence, and Floyd now. So, man, I honestly think that's God. Like, if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours. Like you got the best prospect. Then you got Shakur. Then you got Terence, Crawford, and then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our opponents. It's like it's never a close fight. Even with Terence. Is never a close fight.
If Tank accepts the challenge and wins, it will raise interest in the Bud bout. But if he avoids it, the narrative flips and all of those suspicions become truths, resulting in a loss of credibility and support from both fans and analysts. In the midst of it all, don't forget Floyd Mayweather, the unpredictable factor. Floyd and Tank may be at odds, but his fingerprints are all over this story, affecting the dynamics of boxers and their plans in the boxing scene. Keyshawn trains with him. Crawford respects him. Tank is still fighting to break free from Floyd's shadow, while feeling more trapped than ever.
She was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. It's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Floyd, the former link between the two realities, is now watching from the sidelines, possibly contemplating his own chess move.
Barber him. It's not good it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Chloe also addressed the disagreement between Tank and Bub, expressing explicitly which side he backed. Tank took it personally and brought Crawford's family into the picture. That's when Floyd, Tank's erstwhile mentor, sided with Crawford, sending a clear message that Tank had gone too far.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't, you know.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, and so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where? Because obviously, like you know, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in this position, in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen. And there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. It's just my opinion. We all entitled to our opinion.
Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis are only at the beginning of their feud. To be honest, Crawford's main concern right now isn't even his continuing spat with Gervonta Davis. He is preparing for a high-stakes bout against Canelo Alvarez, which might define his boxing legacy. Terence Bud Crawford is concentrating on Canelo Alvarez, and this is not just another big name. It is the defining moment of his career. Crawford focuses on strategy, discipline, and legacy. Tank, on the other hand, is making moves outside of the ring. He isn't avoiding Tank. He will not allow outside noise distract him before the most important fight of his life.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Crawford versus Canelo height is already growing tight. Their press briefings are a different kind of intense, with less shouting, more icy glances, psychological warfare, and a growing suspicion that something explosive is on its way.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Crawford has remained composed and calculated. Canelo oozes the calm confidence of someone who has done this before. The mood seems to be on the verge of total chaos with just one comment.
Got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too.
Crawford believes that this isn't just about headlines. It is about making history. That kind of urgency and purpose renders everything else, particularly Tank's annex, meaningless in comparison. I'm feeling great. I've been working out. I just completed running before we went to the news conference. So, everything is going as planned. And I'm excited to become a 3-time indisputable champion on September 13th. So, there concludes today's video. If you enjoy it, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to ensure you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to share your suggestions in the comment section. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next video.